Nature Treks VR. Disponable Sur Steam, Oculus Go, Gear VR. This walking simulator offers virtual hikes through 15 different environments: beaches, forests, meadows. Your ballads will be accompanied by soft music. The point is that you can move around in a variety of ways, including swinging your arms sideways, which almost feels like walking around in the real world. During your wanderings, you will be able to meet 60 different animals. It is also possible to throw orbs to make trees and flowers grow, or to change the time of day. According to game creator John Carline, each environment is designed to impart a different feeling. No Man's Sky. Available on Steam, Oculus, PSVR. Originally launching on console in 2016, No Man's Sky was highly anticipated. The title offers the player to venture into a huge universe whose planets are procedurally generated. Each of them can be visited freely, and contains its share of resources, creatures and environments. Each game is therefore totally different, and the experience will be unique for each player. With the Beyond update launched in March 2019, the game is now compatible with virtual reality. Thanks to this technology, the title takes on a new dimension, and VR considerably increases the feeling of immersion. Aboard your spaceship, launched at full speed into hyperspace, you will quickly forget that you are confined to your living room. Skyrim VR. Available on Steam, Oculus, PSVR. We are not going to lie to each other. The world of Skyrim is not really in a better position than ours. As we face a coronavirus, the inhabitants of this Skyrim are faced with a world-destroying dragon. However, this cataclysm at least has the merit of taking place in a medieval fantasy universe. If you prefer this atmosphere to that of your apartment located in the city center on the 7th floor of a building, this is the game for you. Skyrim is arguably one of the most iconic and popular games of the past decade, and countless gamers have spent hundreds of hours exploring this massive open world. With the VR version available since 2018, you can truly immerse yourself in this magical adventure. Beat Saber. Available on Steam, Oculus, Oculus Quest, PSVR. 2 weeks without going out is hard. We quickly went around his apartment, and it is difficult to stay active. It would still be a shame to lose your physical condition and have spent long sessions at the gym for nothing. Luckily, Beat Saber lets you keep exercising while having fun. Considered the most popular VR game, this title offers you to cut blocks using 2 lightsabers, to the rhythm of a varied and very high-quality soundtrack. You will also have to move to avoid obstacles. Even 15 days of confinement will not be enough to master all the songs at the maximum difficulty level, and by then you will probably have lost all your extra pounds. Orbus VR. Available on Steam, Oculus, Oculus Quest. One of the hardest parts of confinement is giving up all social contact. Without interaction with other humans, we quickly tend to get depressed. Fortunately, virtual reality can also allow you to maintain a certain form of human proximity. Communicating with the avatars of other users within a virtual environment is probably the closest thing to a real presence. We could have recommended many social VR applications offering such interactions, such as VRChat, Allspace VR, VTime, Big Screen, or even Facebook Horizons, currently in closed alpha. However, our choice fell on Orbus VR, the first MMORPG in virtual reality. In addition to rubbing shoulders with many other players in this online game, you will have the opportunity to go on an adventure together in a vast world populated by monsters and teeming with treasures. Dungeons, raids, world bosses and countless quests await you in this game, lovingly crafted by a small independent studio. Walking Dead Saints Sinners. Available on Steam, Oculus, PSVR. The coronavirus has put our world in a weird state. However, for some, the disaster may not yet be severe enough. If this is your case, you can take advantage of this quarantine to play Walking Dead Saints and Sinners. In this virtual reality game, you will have to survive the zombie apocalypse as in the famous eponymous series. The combat system is realistic and very relaxing, and we find above all the oppressive and scary atmosphere of the series and the comic strip. After a few hours spent in this doomsday simulator, the situation in the real world will seem perky to you. Tetris Effect. Available on Steam, Oculus, PSVR. As Emmanuel Macron said during his speech, we must take advantage of confinement to get back to basics. No need to introduce Tetris, one of the very first video games and one of the best-selling in the world. This puzzle game features nearly infinite replayability, and scientific studies have proven its mental health benefits. Ideal for keeping morale up during confinement, therefore. With Tetris Effect, the VR version created by Tetsuya Mizuguchi, you will also enjoy a synesthetic sensory experience where music and colors come together to give you emotions. Everything is hypnotizing enough to allow you to escape the time of a game. Luna. Available on Oculus Rift, HTC Vive. The game Luna offers you to cultivate a surreal garden, placing fantastic plants and trees in it. You can bend the branches freely and change their color as you wish. When the bird hisses with satisfaction, you can go to the next level. The sound atmosphere and the enchanting graphics will allow you to escape into this dreamlike universe. The levels are very varied, ranging from the wreck to the forest crossed by a calm stream. The experience is relatively short and repetitive, but it is truly spellbinding and will captivate you for a few hours. VR Regatta. Available on Steam, Oculus. After a few days of confinement, we would dream of boarding a boat to set off on the ocean and sail between the Caribbean islands or on a large Japanese lake. This is exactly what VR Regatta offers. Enjoy sumptuous horizons and breathtaking sunrises while sailing at your own pace to the rhythm of the sound of the waves on the hull of your ship. If you want, you can even compete against other players in online races. Guided Meditation VR. Available on Steam, Oculus. To avoid stress during quarantine, meditation is an ideal practice. However, to meditate deeply, it is best to isolate yourself in a peaceful environment. This VR application allows you to do just that, with 27 different environments ranging from the beach to the mountain lake. Your mediation will be guided by more than 16 hours of voice recordings, and several proposed voices. Even if you don't want to meditate, you can just explore these serene surroundings while listening to the music. Google Earth VR. Available on Steam, Oculus. Since its web browser launch, Google Earth has enabled many people to visit the world from home. With this VR version, offered for free by Google, you can fly over the planet and explore it as if you were really traveling. Certainly, the level of detail depends on the popularity of the places. The tourist places will be much clearer than the slightly lost corners of the countryside. However, there is already plenty to do, and Google also offers virtual tours if you don't know where to start. Half-Life: Alyx. Available on Steam, Oculus. With a launch scheduled for March 23, 2020, Half-Life VR is coming out just in time. You could almost believe that Valve created the virus to make sure players don't have to do anything but play their game. This title has benefited from long months of development and a colossal budget, and already promises to be the most successful VR game to date. It's a real adventure that awaits you, with interactions of unparalleled realism. This game will keep you busy for long hours, and will make you completely forget the real world.